So you're watching CBS last night,
Yes.
and I've never heard of the show. What's the name of the show?
It's called Elsbeth. Beth. Elsbeth. And it's about this very quirky female character who is brought into the New York City Police Department to be an observer of their practices. She's not a cop. She's not a lawyer in this.
Oh, whoa. Wait a sec.
It's like an internal auditor.
Hold on a minute. I'm not aware of a lot of the network shows these days
Okay.
because the time that we have, Michelle and I, we're watching a lot of the streaming stuff on Netflix or Hulu or whatever, Paramount. So we've got a pile of the great streaming shows that we just haven't gotten to. We're totally backed up. Listen, things shift and change. I'm not watching a lot of network television these days, but the show you just described, I'm aware of another show, I think it's on ABC, where this crime solver is like the janitor at the police station or something?
Yeah, the daughter from Hacks. That's DJ from Hacks.
From Hacks.
Yeah, she was on Always Sunny in Philadelphia too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she
I forget her name.
plays the part where she is
Super smart.
she's like some genius janitor,
Highly.
or she's part of the cleaning crew at the police station, and then she goes from like mopping the ladies' room to solving crimes. Is that it?
Yes, highly something. Highly capable, I don't know, I forget. I saw one episode of that, and that's a decent show too. High potential. I don't know if that's it.
Oh yeah, that's right. The show's called High Potential. All right, so you're watching Elsbert. What is it called?
Okay, Elsbeth. It's and she's like she doesn't work for New York City Police necessarily, but she was like an observer of their practice and make sure everything. And she actually is smarter than all the cops, and she kind of figures out the crimes before they do, and she's one step ahead of them. And she's really quirky and cute in that oddball way.
Elsbeth.
Elsbeth.
On CBS.
Like Elizabeth without the Liz part in it.
All right, so you're watching last night, and
Right.
there's a Tampa reference
Yeah.
on this Elsbeth.
okay.
So they talk about
But
this.
Elsbeth.
They talk about this. I don't know if this drug is real or not, but they talk about this drug called the devil's breath, where you can it's like if you get roofied with this devil's breath,
Right.
you black out, but you do things that you forget. Like, so somebody can use you to assassinate somebody, then you wake up in the morning and you don't remember it, but you're the guy that did the crime.
wow.
Scopolamine.
Can you look?
Scopolamine is what devil's breath is.
Okay.
What is it?
The official name is scopolamine.
Yeah.
Scopolamine?
They use
Yes.
that word in there.
And so devil's breath is a real drug?
Yeah, it's a natural or synthetically produced tropane alkaloid that's used to treat motion sickness, and
Scopolamine?
nausea, and vomiting. It's also sometimes used before surgery.
So it's
Lost
wait a
my
Oh,
minute.
place.
So it's like Dramamine that makes you do crazy crap and forget about
Well,
it?
no,
guess
they
so.
pointed it out that even in the show, they said, "Hey, wait, hold on. My mom takes that for motion sickness," and the doctor's like, "Yes, in small doses, but in large quantities, you're awake and you're under somebody else's
Ooh.
control."
All right, so
Well, this
what is this audio bite I'm playing?
So the story's about this actress who was given this devil's breath and she shoots somebody while she's under the spell of this drug, right? But she's supposed to be in recovery, and she's like, and
And there's a reference to the Tampa Bay area?
so Elsbeth asks her, "Are you sober?" And she goes, "No, I'm not sober. I'm Tampa sober."
What?
Tampa sober.
What the hell
the
is
heck?
Tampa so? I've never heard that
She
before.
explains what
All
it
right,
means.
Hang on. Let's
Wow.
This is from CBS.
Last night's Elsbeth.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, here we go.
And that was taken months ago when I was still getting high.
You don't get high anymore?
No, I'm Tampa sober. Just booze and Xanax.
Wait a minute.
What?
Tampa
How
sober?
dare they talk about us like that?
Booze and Xanax and on national network television, they're calling that you're Tampa sober.
That's true. This is
when-
a find. I'm glad you brought this to our attention.
When you're on booze and Xanax, it's called Tampa sober. I've never heard of this in my life.
Roxanne is so surprised because you just realized she is Tampa sober.
I was like, how do they know about how I spend my
Hey.
weekends?
How do they know everything?
No,
about
that's Tuesday night for Roxanne.
But I'm like, Tampa sober. I've
right.
never heard that.
Let me hear this again.
And that was taken months ago when I was still getting high.
You don't get high anymore?
No, I'm Tampa sober. Just booze and Xanax.
All right.
What?
All right, we got
Okay, I'm Googling Tampa sober. Nobody's talking about this on the internet. This
we got to go to phones.
It is
this
not
is
a
crazy.
thing. They just legit picked a city out of the blue.
Yeah, who decided to drag Tampa into this? Does anyone have any insight into Tampa sober? Has anybody ever heard of this terminology? 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047.
And that was taken months ago when I was still getting high.
You don't get high anymore?
No, I'm Tampa sober. Just booze and Xanax.
All right, come on. Has anyone ever heard of that expression? 800-990-1047. Hit the phones right now here on the MJ Morning Show on 104.7 FM.
I mean, if we can't find it, and we're pretty savvy around here as far as finding things goes.
You mean Google?
Yeah, I mean, we know how to type.
Yeah.
If we can't find it, I don't know how many people will have heard of it, but I tell you, how many people are Tampa sober?
Well,
I mean,
you know
right
what? You know what we've got to look
Well,
into
well.
is we've got to see who wrote this, who writes the lines for this
Yeah.
show. The writers of this, they had some inspiration
Is
somehow or another.
Is one of the writers from Tampa?
Yeah.
Listen, there are a ton of pilled up South Tampa mommies out there,
Well,
okay?
in any,
All right.
pick any city across the United States.
Yes, Andrew. He's screening calls. Andrew, did you have something to add to this? Andrew, our producer.
He's working hard back there.
Andrew, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I did a little search on other cities. New York sober, for example,
Yeah.
is the individual doesn't drink but uses cocaine.
That's New York. New York sober, no booze, but
Oh.
snorting coke. All right.
Hey,
All right. Thank you. All right. Andrew, screen those calls. Does anyone know what Tampa sober is? Have you ever heard of this? Well, apparently Tampa sober
Yeah.
in the TV show is booze and Xanax.
Yeah, and we know California sober is pot.
yeah, I've heard of that before. You don't drink, but you still smoke weed. You're California sober.
Sounds like this is just totally invented. They just picked.
They
it
did.
could
The
have been-
writers did.
It could have been Miami sober. It could have been Withlacoochee sober
Ooh, that's what I am.
or Cleveland sober.
Yeah, what a dump.
All right, 800-990-1047. Andrew's screening some calls right now. And then we got to move on to Fester's Halloween scare.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not like a good Halloween scare. Not
No.
Yeah, it's just-
Hang
it's
on.
a legitimate scare.
Yeah, all right, we'll get to that in a second. First, Scott in Brandon. Scott, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Hey, morning, guys. Hey, my daughter, she lives up in Hancock, Michigan. It's the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And she'll always say, yeah, I'm Hancock sober. Because, she used to drink a lot. Now she just gets high. So I think it's just whatever town you're from. Like I was saying, it could be, hey, I'm Gibsonton sober, or I'm Clearwater Beach sober. Or that's what I think. Maybe it's just, just whatever town you might be in. But I have heard that Hancock sober before.
Gotcha. All right, thank you, Scott. So
Hey, good luck, Roxanne, on your Tampa sober this weekend.
thank you, thank you.
Take one for me.
yeah, Roxanne's going to be all vodka'd
Yeah.
up and just popping Xanax
Yeah.
like
Pretty much.
like Skittles. All right. In fact, don't you dye your Xanax bars
Yeah, of course.
like colors of Skittles?
Yeah.
Like Taste the Rainbow?
Hey, I did say
Taste the Xanax.
all jokes aside, you do remember.
I don't
Like,
think you chew them.
honestly, I've only taken Valium to fly to Italy, right?
Okay, all right.
And before like a medical procedure, of course. But remember when I sent you guys that video and I was on Valium on my plane flight?
Oh, and then you were drinking booze? You were all looped
No,
up?
I wasn't drinking booze as well. I just took
Is that
it.
the
I was
one we
like,
got?
Hi,
Is that the one?
guys."
Is that the one where the air marshal had to put you in the nylon handcuffs?
I
Is that the
remember.
one?
Yes.
I remember you sent us a
Yeah.
video of you on a plane, and MG's like, "What the hell is this?"
They
I
had-
was like, look at these.
They had to duct tape Roxanne to the seat.
By the forehead.
Yeah. All right, let me grab Jessica. One more call on this. Jessica in Clearwater. Hi, Jessica. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hi, good morning. In regards to this Tampa sober thing, I'm a medical assistant, so I work in the medical field. I have never heard of this. You're either sober or you're not.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, by
a
clinical
bunch of
definition, you're
crap.
right. You're either
Yeah.
sober or you're not.
Yeah,
However,
we don't think that the actual term exists. That some writer that clearly has some connection to the Tampa Bay area dropped in Tampa sober. All right.
You know, maybe it's somebody who
Thanks.
dated someone from Tampa and was like, oh, that chick was
Yeah.
crazy.
All right, if you're just tuning in, before I move on, I'll play the clip one more time. Elsbeth, a CBS police drama?
Yeah, it's a good show.
All right, on CBS last night, Festa was watching.
And that was taken months ago when I was still getting high.
You don't get high anymore?
No, I'm Tampa sober. Just booze and Xanax.
So great. Now the whole country thinks that Tampa sober means that you're all boozed up on Xanny bars.
I mean, if the whole country
Yeah.
is old ladies who watch Elsbeth on Thursday night.
Thanks for watching the video. Hope you liked it. Go ahead and click, share, subscribe, all this stuff.